What if I tell you that you can hack the pain in your body just by pretending that there is no pain? This might sound like pseudo-science, but there is an interesting effect that has clinical significance. The effect is known as the placebo effect. There are many mysteries associated with our body, and one of them is its connection with the mind. These two entities overlap in several zones such as neurology, psychology, and neuropsychology, and if we go a bit outside on the scope of science, the mind-body relation is the basis of spirituality. It has been known for a long time that a healthy body and healthy mind are dependent on each other. The placebo effect originated as a concept in psychology, but since the 18th century, it has been a part of the clinical trial and promotes simulated healing, something that has been a part of nearly all civilization since millennia. So let's try to understand how this actually works. My name is Siddharth and you're watching The World of Science. The placebo effect is an observed improvement in the patient's health without taking any active medical treatment, and this improvement is generated because the individual has been receiving a placebo. Placebos are any substance that have no diagnostic or therapeutic value but can have a positive effect on how the patient is perceiving his or her physical condition that can stimulate the body's response to the pain or disorder. One of the researchers on the placebo effect, Professor Ted Kapchuk of Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, said that this effect is more than positive thinking or believing a treatment or procedure will definitely work. It's about creating a stronger connection between the brain and body and how they work together. On a very basic level, you can think of this effect as a hacking process. You let your brain believe that there is no pain in the body, and the brain complies with this thinking. Suppose you're sick and somebody brings you your favorite chocolate, and for a short span of time you seem to forget about your illness. In those few minutes you somewhat feel fine while you are still sick. The moment you take a pill for some discomfort, you begin to feel good. It is the belief that this medicine will make you fine, and this further seems to activate a cheat code in your brain that actually makes you feel fine for a few moments. The chocolate, sugar pill, or salines are what we call the placebos. They do not cure the disease but generate a positive feeling in you that makes you feel better. It is a deception you are playing with your own brain. Placebos can improve pain and nausea. In case of insomnia, placebos can make patients perceive that they are sleeping better, and hence they become less stressed about their condition and the situation gradually improves. Harvard Medical School lecturer Irving Kirsch gave a hypothesis that it is the belief process of a patient that taking a particular placebo will make him or her feel different. So, conditioning and expectation are two factors that play important roles in the placebo effect. When you take a similar looking pill for any type of pain, you start to experience relief despite the actual amount of severity still there. Sometimes, going to a known doctor can make you feel an improvement in your health conditions. Our such association with a familiar doctor or similar looking pills causes conditioning in the brain that makes us perceive that we are improving while the problem may or may not have gone. The second factor is expectation. You rush to a hospital thinking that you have a certainly fatal disease, but when the doctor tells you that the tests are normal and everything is going to be fine and this particular medicine will make you feel better, you tend to believe that and just forget about that discomfort. When you have someone close to you during your illness, their presence and care generate a positive response in you about the treatment. This is a big question in psychology. How can expectations and mental conditioning affect what is going inside the body? This question goes against the reductionist view of biology that all feelings in the body can be reduced to chemical reactions. The placebo effect brings in the importance of mind over body and thought over the process. American developmental biologist Bruce Harrell Lipton worked for 40 years on the cloned stem cells and revealed the mechanism by which perceptions created in the mind control the lives and fate of nearly 50 trillion living cells in the body. In his book, The Biology of Belief, he claims that beliefs control human biology rather than DNA and inheritance. The thought process causes the brain to release information containing neurochemicals and vibration signals that are sent to the cells. Signals sent by the brain are translated into biological responses in the cells through the action of protein perception switches built in the cell's membrane. It is the environment, and more specifically our perception of the environment, that controls biological activities. Much of the effects and causes related to placebos are still ambiguous, but one thing is clear, that intentions and thought processes are as necessary for life as oxygen. Mind and matter are interrelated and interdependent, and the relation between them is very complex. Only with the help of an integrated approach of biology, psychology, and neurology, we can uncover many hidden mysteries of the human body. So what are your thoughts about the placebo effect? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video interesting, please leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Check out our new Hindi channel from the description below. Do follow us on Instagram for daily quality content that'll make you fall in love with science. Comment down the topics that you want us to cover in our next videos. Make sure you subscribe to the World of Science. Until next time, stay scientific.